Poor old Ben Shapiro and Daily Wire just keeps crumbling. What's going on? Let's find out. Welcome to Rican Muslim, your host, Rican Muslim. Remember, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Helps the algorithm and helps me continue making content. Well, let's see what's going on, shall we?
Yeah. Twins pod.
Because they are God's chosen people.
I just couldn't not put the last jab in.
Right,
there.
yeah, right.
It's like,
because that's the they always come back with that.
Yeah. I mean, why do they need the aid money when you've got God? Like, what we should probably be able to cut off the aid money because God's got their back, dude.
I believe so too.
And recently, I just actually got in something with Matt Walsh on the internet where he called for, like, as he's done a lot of, like, we should stop all foreign aid.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really like trying to just attack him. I was just like using it as a platform. And I was like, so to Israel?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, dude, to Israel too. I was like, fuck yeah, man. Nice work, man.
True.
Because oh, for real? Yeah, it became a whole
recent,
big
right?
thing. Yeah, it was yesterday or the day before. It's like the comment that I left is at like 6 million views. His is at like 14 or 15 million views.
Candace
His
Owens
days is numbered.
Super numbered. And Matt,
Trump is cutting all aid. Should be all aid, right? All of them. It's got a point. You gotta show some people. They don't need that aid. They got God.
we will support you wherever you go next. You can walk out that door at any time. We've got your back. I will boost your shit. Speaking of the last person to leave the Daily Wire, Brett Cooper, her first episode is airing probably right now, today. And she's like at 1 million followers on YouTube already.
I know, I saw that's like, she hasn't, well, she put up a couple like reels or something like that.
Yeah, little updates.
Yeah, she's big time.
Yeah, and like, I think most people, she's young and her whole career mostly has been at the Daily Wire, where her speech is a little bit controlled. And so I think that we don't actually even know who she is yet. And I'm super stoked to see what she does.
Yeah.
I'm mostly also just stoked to see the Daily Wire fail. After seeing how they've treated everybody else that's cool, how they treated Candace, how they treated her, what they did with Crowder, it's just like...
That whole thing about Steven Crowder was eye-opening too.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, and he didn't need to respond to me. Like, kudos to Matt Walsh. He was a little aggravated because he was like, fucking A, bro. Like, I've said this before. Go away, Ian. I'm like, yeah, fair, Matt. I'm like, not trying to talk shit about you.
Let me see what he says, Joe. Yeah.
I've said publicly like 100 times that I want to end all foreign aid to all countries, including Israel, and yet people still post this response like it's some spooky, scary thing I won't say out loud. Yes, end foreign aid to Israel too. How else do I need to say it? Should I sing it as a song? Draw a picture? What do you need? And so
I love a song.
So I responded and said, yeah, give us the song. And he responded that it right there. The audience has spoken. Apparently, I have to turn my foreign aid policy into a song. So Matt Walsh, we are all very excited for your End All Foreign Aid song. You should get Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring to help you produce that, and I will see how that goes. On fire. The God King is on the job.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I'm surprised surprised he
hey, respect to Matt, man. I mean, like, I think at this point, the Daily Wire's hands are completely tied, because if they do push him out,
he'll be number 3.
Yeah, what are they going to do? They're fucked. Yeah. And if they don't, they kind of can't push him out. So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I've heard rumors, but I don't really want to be like spreading rumors.
I hate public figures or anybody in general that's living in America have a second allegiance to another country. It's almost like their allegiance to the other country is more than the United States. I can't stand that.
Well, I mean, but to be fair, like, Candace Owens is one of the greatest threats to this country right now, and she is a Nazi that wants to kill all Jews. So to be fair, it's like not unwarranted. Like,
yeah, it's funny. The second she spoke against, the she became a Nazi, an anti-Semite, everything. She became everything. Immediately afterwards, started going after her, and I'm kind of happy for her that now she's even more popular, and she continues on to be more outspoken about it. Maybe one day she'll turn to Islam, and alhamdulillah for it, inshallah. But happy to see that. I really am happy to see that.
Like, we should probably send her to Guantanamo Bay. I fucking love Candace. She's so cool. What a legend. What a hero.
Have you met her?
I've not met her in person. I've talked to her a bit behind the scenes, but I've never met her in person.
That's cool.
She's every time I talk to her, she seems super kind. And I just love her show. She's like, she's been on such a tear. So dude, I mean, you guys know it. Like we've all seen from when she left the Daily Wire. Just like, oh man, just Jeremy, just think what you did. Like she left the Daily Wire. And then after all that publicity and like basically just this boost, this rocket boost of attention. And she has been on a nonstop, like direct line of thinking where everything kind of builds. It's not like a lot of creators where we're kind of just spitballing random shit. She's been like on a train, like figuring it out.
Yeah, and right when she left,
ever since
Daily Wire, YouTube took her channel down too.
Yeah, try to fucking
she still
stop her.
recovered from all of that.
Came back bigger and better. She has more subscribers now than the fucking Daily Wire. And the Daily Wire is the whole studio with billions of dollars behind them. And Candace Owens is just like, exactly. And that is not a small thing to have behind you. That is a very powerful group to have behind you.
Started with Crowder, then with Candace. Now it's
I'm excited to see Brett do it.
Yeah, and Brett.
I'm super excited.
Now you got Matt Walsh
and
on
then
Twitter.
Matt will be next. I've heard rumors about Matt, but I don't know what to give credit
What
to.
did you hear?
Well, I heard rumors that he was, I don't know if it was that he was thinking of being on the way out or that there was like jostling, but I heard like kind of the rumblings that Matt Walsh might not be staying there for forever either. But who knows? I mean, I don't know if that's real.
If you're at the Daily Wire, you're giving a big chunk of your money away.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those what Steven Crowder exposed about those contracts was really interesting. And
I just want the Daily Wire to burn to the ground in complete fire. That'll be an amazing thing on there. But we'll see. I'll see how long before Matt Walsh is called a anti-Semite and Nazi and all that. Can't wait to see that. I think that more and more they're waking up to the realization that what's really going on. So it's an amazing thing to see. What everybody's been saying, now everybody's not only are they seeing it, but they're experiencing it as well.
Big. And and it's worth, like, the part that I think is worth talking about right now is not the money thing. It's that he exposed and talked about how when you sign a contract with the Daily Wire of that variety or with any company, where what they were saying is that if you get censored by YouTube, we're going to cut your pay because you cut our pay. But what that means is that content creators have to self-censor in order to appease the YouTube algorithm. So what they have just discreetly done is the Daily Wire, which is like America First, free speech, fucking conservatives, like we say what we want, except you have to go along with Google's woke AI censorship regime. Like basically that means that they are a part of the CIA's censorship program because Google is part of the CIA censorship program and Mossad's. And so if you're signing that contract, you're willingly agreeing to that censorship regime. And there's just no way that there's no way that any genuine media movement could exist that way. And so like, I mean, and that is like a plague within our media space, within this community, this culture that we need to get rid of. We need to burn it out because I see that as being basically the evidence of the intelligence community in generally speaking. That's their talents coming in to get us. The censorship, the contracts, the NDAs.
It's really evident when they censored the Hunter Biden laptop story. Things about the vaccine and I don't think Matt Walsh is going to go. That's going to be the stick. All they have left is Ben, right? Well, they got Peterson. Yeah, they got Peterson. They got a few other people. But if you lose Matt Walsh, he had that great movie. What is a Woman? I mean, if you lose him,
I think a lot of people only watch Daily Wire for Matt Walsh.
Let's be serious about it. All they have is two Islamophobes. That's it. That's all they have. They have nothing else. Can't wait for them to burn to the ground. Can't wait for the Daily Wire to go bye-bye. Can't wait.
I think that Jordan Peterson kind of ruined his name a little bit. Over the last year or so.
He did it himself.
I mean, respect to him too, though. Like he was a huge part of, like I was saying earlier, it was like it was 2020 and I was starting to like ask questions and I had never even been exposed to conservative ideas. And actually like the people that I found that I watched as I was like red pilling for that year was like, actually it was you guys and Crowder and Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
and,
me too. Yeah, me too.
I was like, get him, Ben.
Yeah.
Tell him. You tell those liberals.
You just talk so fast. I don't understand it, but it sounds good. You sure sounded smart. And then, you learn some things and you ask some questions. But like, no, it's funny to see the different arcs that different personalities in this world have, right? Is like, because, we're all coming from our own lives before we did this and everything. But some of us, for some reason, get in this game and we get a little bit of success and we're like, cool, let's talk about whatever the fuck we want. And like, let's invite Nick Fuentes on our show. Like, you guys don't give a shit. And it's like so much respect to you guys for doing that. And then you get the people that are like, oh, I got a little bit of success, and like, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. And they just can't get enough of that access and that success.
Right.
It's its own form of blackmail, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, not good news for the Daily Wire, man. Only hope the destruction of the Daily Wire. I don't feel bad. I don't Matt Walsh, some little Christian, it's because views on it. He's starting to wake up a little bit on there. Wonder how that would change after he moves out of the grips of the Daily Wire. We'll see if we'll see something the same as with Candace Owens. Just kind of starting to realize what's really going on behind the scenes, and who's really the puppeteer, who's a puppet when it comes to the West. So. Yeah, it's good to hear those things. Definitely good to hear those things. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'll see you next time.